allows me to build like a relationship with a person. I can not only give him that basic spawn strat and all that kind of stuff I gave you guys in the beginning, but after let's say he buys 3 lessons and he gets to 4-3, within those 4 lessons I've gone over probably 10 to 15 videos with the kid by then, and I can see his tendencies. Oh, maybe this kid, he rushes too much when he's no shields, or he doesn't do objective enough when he should. He's statting too hard with the sniper. Like, it's not hard to really diagnose someone's problems after you watch them for a couple of games or so. So that's a huge deal. And for you guys, when you watch your gameplay, like, see your tendencies. Like, it's not a bad idea to, let's say you guys like both. It's like, how do I put it? So let's say like I said, you guys always want to have like a partner, like a duo partner. So let's say me and Len, for example, are partners. Like, I'll be like, yo, Len, like, during this week, I'm a little bit busy, but I have this game that I recorded in my theater. I'm gonna upload it to my file share, download it, watch it, tell me what mistakes you think I made, and I'll do the same for you. Just give me a video on your file share, and it's the same. It's as stupid as it feels in English class when you're going over someone's paper and you don't want to criticize their shit because you don't want to make them feel bad. Well, now you can criticize them as much as you want because it's it's your teammate and you're trying to get them better. You guys are a bunch of mature adults. It's not hard to to work on someone and to tell them where their strong points and their weak points are and what do you think they need to work on. And that just helps you and your teammates get better. So that's a huge thing, is like, because when you watch yourself play, you don't see the same thing. Like, just like when you read a paper after you write it, you still miss some of the things that you clearly should edit. Like, even if it's a typo, you run over it. So it's the same thing with theater. Like, running over your theater, yeah, it helps, but it only helps so much because you're always seeing everything in your limelight and not in someone else's. So don't be like afraid to grab a teammate like over a week and just make him like a study film buddy. But besides that, then the other stuff, like for CTF, like I said, you guys know all that spawn stuff. So when you do get, let's say, when you do get that like the double kill or something like that, like that's you guys know now. Like, do you guys notice the tendencies at all when you guys have played? Have you guys been playing it all recently?
Sure.
Yeah, like you guys see like how the spawns and everything lays out, kind of like how it unfolds when you're playing.
I'm certainly concentrating on that more from our last lesson. I mean, and watching you play. I mean, for instance, today I noticed, say for instance, you killed somebody out on balcony, and you know that they're going to spawn on their side in the back part by back wall. I watch you go rushing over there looking for them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, has anyone else watched my stream at all, by the way? Nice. Yeah, if you guys got a chance, like, that's a huge way to see it, is like when I'm like, it's definitely harder for you guys to notice because like unless you're destroying a team, it's really hard to see the tendencies. But if you like watch my stream, like a lot of times we get matched up with a lot of less fortunate people, so like you can see just the spawn like tendencies and the orders of what it is. And since I'm the guy who like knows all that stuff and taught you, it really like he said you can recognize it. So now, like I said, besides that stuff for the CTF, like where you want to run the flag is obviously distinguished by the what we talked about. So when you let's say like there's the spawns, like I said, all on the flag. There's the big door spawns, the evade spawns, the balcony spawns, and the back wall spawns, and the under the base ones. So depending on where you want to run the flag is where you're not only hopefully blocking an area if you get to there quick enough, but depending on how the rest of the play unfolded is where you want to go. Now let's say we got a kill on big door and a kill on, let's say, under their base, and a kill on jetpack, and a kill on evade. Obviously you just gotta want to start running out the window the quickest way possible, because if you cancel out all those all those necessary routes or whatever, then you're gonna see them spawning up on that balcony. So what you need to do is, like, the majority of the time, like if you're killing people in the base, a lot of the times the tendency is for them to spawn out here on the balcony. So if you know that 2 or 3 people are dead and they're gonna be spawning, what routes can they take to stop your flag? They can only either take this one, and they can throw bounce a nade if you go on the front jump, or they can maybe either come all the way around and come drop down, or they can come all the way around, go back wall, but those are obviously slower routes. So when you are the guy running the flag, yo, guys, I think they're spawning balcony. Someone watch the health pack. And all they need to do is just throw nades literally right here, or just have a guy on, your radio, or have a guy on our street, or on drop down, anything. Just making sure to cut that route off. So like, when you go through theater on your own, you guys will see a lot of the tendencies of, when I kill these people here, and when I'm moving around here, and my teammates are here, I'll see that, a lot of the times they spawn big door. So, now in your head, you're a step ahead of them because they don't know where they're spawning. But let's say alright, I know they're spawning big door, for instance. What routes can they take to stop me as I'm running the flag evade? Well, they can either go this way, or they can maybe get a few shots of me from window. But, the only thing that they really can do are those two routes. So what do I need to watch? I need to be on street, and I need a guy watching our big door, a guy watching our window, so that, the guy running at evade with our flag with evade back to our base doesn't get chopped up. So that's really just like, it sounds so basic, and it like really is, but people make it so hard on themselves, because of like, without the spawn knowledge, you really do make it hard on yourself. Like if you know exactly, oh, they're gonna spawn here, I'm a step ahead of them, alright, where do I need to stand? Like now they're standing thinking, alright, where are they running it? Like they're the confused ones, they're the guys that has desperation on their mind, and you're the one that's comfortably sitting knowing where they're gonna spawn. So don't overthink too much. Just get in a good spot that can block some routes off, and you'll get a cap. Now, like another thing is like when you're the flag guy and you're running it, and you don't see anyone, covering your 9 or whatever it is, or your 6, like wherever you need to. Let's say I was running at evade, I knew they were spawning big door. Yo, is anyone watching my big door or my window? Anything? If no one responds, then to just hold the flag. Like if someone just says, yo, just hold it, don't run in yet, because we don't know. So it's a huge deal to communicate all that kind of stuff. When you're the guy running the flag, you have to communicate and tell them, what's on your mind. Like, oh, I'm gonna run it here. You don't want to be the silent guy. Like a lot of the times, people get in this silent mode because they think they're being sneaky when they're holding the flag, or like even when people are behind a person, like, oh, hold on, this guy on this catwalk like sees us standing right there, like I'm gonna assassinate him, and this guy will always be quiet and like, yeah, all right, got him. Like this guy can easily be like, hold on, guys, I'm coming behind him. Like they can't hear you. You have him muted. There's no reason to, like, if you're flanking someone, to not be vocal. Like, that's a huge problem with, like, a lot of the flankers, even on pro teams, is that people won't say, hey, I'm coming behind him, or, like, I remember our team with Defy would always be like, yo, guys, I got a mega flank, which meant, like, I'm behind, like, 3 people, I'm about to fuck shit up, just help me out for a second, and we'll get a triple kill. So, like, you could have, like, oh, I'm flanking, like, don't expect me to come back, type of deal, or, yo, I'm running away real quick when I come back, but that's exactly what a flank is, oh, I'm running away and coming back. So when you're saying I'm flanking, give me 10 seconds, give me 5 seconds, that keeps it in your teammates' minds. Alright, now on the bait, I just need to bait myself for 5 or 10 seconds and give my guy time so he can come behind him. So, like, just a huge part of, like, Halo is just on-the-fly strategy and, like, on-the-fly communication. That's why I value it so much, and that's why I talk about it so much in my lesson, is, like, just... you can, get good at all your technical skill. You can play as much Rumble Pit as you fucking want until your eyes bleed. And you can have the best sniper in the game, but at the same time, teamwork will outdo you. So, like, the more you're talking, the more comfortable you get. It's the same thing as any skill. The more you practice it, the better you'll get. So when you're communicating as much as you can, is when you'll start seeing results. You'll start fumbling over your words, and then you'll be like, you know what, I'm cutting that fucking word out. I don't want to say that kind of stuff anymore. That's why, like I said, on my team especially, we'll always do the, oh man, like I gotta make sure that we keep our call-outs just 2 syllables, instead of like 3 or anything. Like even balcony we find is like, it's just not something we want to say. But, so like, just to keep everything short and sweet, and you don't need to get confused. Like obviously, some people are like, oh, I'm getting confused with a few of these call-outs, but, you change from bumper to jumper to default in a week, you gotta figure it out. It's the same thing with a call-out. It's not hard to get used to it. So, hold on 1 second. What the heck is this? Hold on 1 second. Alright, do you guys have any questions at all, by the way? About any of this stuff? Yes, no?
Yeah, just take it all.
Let's see. Trying to think if so do you guys went over like all the other ones like Sanctuary and what was excuse me, Zealot, like on your own time or no? Like I remember Len, you talking to me about how you guys like did a few map like routines, whatever, on your own time. Is that true?
Yeah, you would probably see us ask you for more time and go over, let's say, for example, Sanctuary this time.
Okay.
What we have been doing is, like next week we get together and we go over what you taught us and play that a little.
Ah, I got you. So like that's why you're doing the every other week strategy type of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's our first time.
Huh.
Just a lot of activity.
Yeah, exactly.
Take the whole week to run everything.
I gotcha. Alright, well, let me think. I'm trying to, I mean, I would go over another map, because, like, I would go over, like, technicalities, like, oh, what you can do in this situation and that situation, but at the same time, like, I don't know, like you said, like, you guys have a lot to take in, so, like, I don't want to go over the little things yet, like, that's why I'm only going over, like, oh, starting strat here, what you doing here, what you can do, a general strat for rockets, a general strat for sniper, like, I don't know where you guys are at with communication status and where you guys are with like coordination wise. So like I don't want to push for like like add like any further. And like I even though you know what I mean. Like you guys already have a lot to take in as it is. So once you get more specific, it's definitely gonna get a lot more confusing. Like obviously like I said, the basic strat, like oh if I kill a guy here, here, and here, it's not hard to put little markers around the map, but and that's in a perfect world, like I said, like that's if when I'm saying oh if I kill a guy here, here, and here, and I'm saying that in a perfect aspect, meaning like alright, all four of these guys died at the exact same time in these spots, and so you know what I mean, like where are they gonna spawn next? So rather than like oh this guy died here first, this guy died here second and third and fourth, so what's the the answer to that question, or what's the outcome? So, like, there's so many other little scenarios and stuff like that, like what you can expect, and if I get a double kill here and my teammates are here, what should I do? But that stuff is not only situational, but it's a lot more specific, and I don't want to like lose you guys with that kind of stuff.
Sure. Well, if you have time, I mean, we could do a quick flag, and you could stand where you did that last time, and make a few more comments before the hour's up.
Yeah, I don't mind. Wait, you said do a quick little flag game, you said?
Yeah, just maybe do a quick flag game or something.
Yeah. Let's see.
Game over.
Why don't the red, the blue team, beat myself, Falcon, and Bowser.
Yeah, I'll do it.